Good morning, good afternoon, or good night, my fellow Chibits. Today, I'm here to bring all of you, once again, another manga chapter review of Toriko. I gotta say, this chapter's conclusion. I just cannot believe what happened to Jirou. With all the build-up to his ability, to just everything, just all his character and all that. I just cannot believe he's dead. Jirou is one of my personal favorite characters, and to see him die in this chapter, it really fucking hurts. It really hurts my heart to see him fall like he did. And it was definitely something I just did not expect when I started reading this chapter. I had no fucking idea what I was going to expect, and that right there just took me on a roller coaster ride, because I was like, holy shit. With the last week's chapter, what Jirou did to the Blue Nitro, he's kicking their ass, killing them all like with a freaking head shake, and then he grabbed one of the balls to resurrect himself. I was like, he seems to be actually pretty strong, like he can handle himself. But then he dies. And I'm left with the realization like, holy shit, Neo is pretty ridiculous. So, before any of you ask, which you probably have already asked in the comments below, the reason why I'm sitting in my chair right now is because I just finished my Hunter x Hunter video, and also I'm going to be doing my Q&A video very soon after this video, and I'm going to have to be doing my Q&A on, in this chair, because I want to be reading, the questions you Chibits sent me. So, yeah, to just save time and not have to reorganize my setup and all that, I'm just, doing my Toriko video here. But I will say this, however. Besides that, this chapter was a very good chapter, but I have mixed feelings about it. I have a different feel about it besides just sadness and, kind of upset that Jirou died. But I do have other feelings on the side about this chapter, and I want to dive into that first before I get into anything else. I want to get it out of the way. Jirou's death. He's been hyped up so much build up and shit, and seeing him die, it upsets me. It feels very sad to see him go. But the way he went felt anticlimactic to me. It really did. And hear me out on this, okay? The reason why I feel like it feels anticlimactic is because at the end of the day, the way he died, I feel like it could have been avoided. Because Jirou, he didn't necessarily die to being devoured by Neo, like, what happened to Dawn Slime. He didn't, I guess, get succumbed to overwhelming power to where he got wrecked. He died thanks to many, many years of constant damage he received that was all released at once, which built up over time, and this damage could destroy the Earth many times over. So, an incredible amount of power, and that would destroy anyone. And when you think about it like that, the way it was done, the damage knocking that, Acacia / Neo did on Jirou, I felt like that could have been avoided in a way. I feel like Jirou, in some way, when he was taking the damage across the entire lifespan he had, I felt like maybe he could have unknocked the damage when it first started and slowly allowed the damage to just, leak out of his body to where it didn't all come at one force and just kill him instantly. I just wish that, he would have fought ahead and was able to kind of remove some of the damage over time, but clearly that did not happen. He did not think ahead, which makes me very upset, because if it would have been done any other way, I would have honestly have accepted it a lot better. But seeing how he died, I just feel like since he's like knocking Master Jirou, I felt like he would be able to kind of see this, be able to kind of overcome something like this, and clearly not. He died thanks to knocking, pretty much, which is kind of ironic since he's called Knocking Master Jirou, so in a way, it's kind of poetic. But that's my only complaint. That really is my only complaint about the chapter. I feel like it could have been avoided, and it does feel a little bit anticlimactic. But besides that, it was a very good chapter in terms of execution standpoint. Regardless of my personal feelings on that, execution-wise, it was a very good chapter. And let me explain. Besides how he died and how I feel about it, the way it was built up and how he went in his final moments before he died, and he's taken damage that could destroy the planet multiple times over, and he's still technically being able to speak, so that's incredible. It goes to show you how strong or how much damage Jirou could, you know, have at once, and how much he could take before he completely just disintegrated and died. But in his final moments before he disappeared and died, he was asking Acacia, please, please do not tell Midora that, you know, those tears that you had, you know, were fake. Please, don't tell him the truth. Never tell him the truth. And that was a very sad moment, because what this means is it's setting up for a potential match between Neo versus Midora. That's exactly what that is doing. It's setting up for that fight. But it's sad to see how his final moments were saying something like that. And how this, you know, conversation, or if, you know, Acacia was ever to say this to Midora, how it would break him. Now, what's really crazy is when Acacia says that the tears a long time ago, they were fake. And this complicates Acacia's entire character, because now we know he's a fucking evil bastard. Like, there's no denying it now. He's evil. He's fucking evil. And all this emotions difference he had in the past, he has been faking it. And when he shows that fucking shit-eating grin, you know for a fact he's telling the truth. So, Acacia, he is evil. It's not just Neo, Acacia is evil as well. And this reveal, just, yeah. So, the Midora fight going on. Mira, he is currently fighting still. The fight rages on with Joa, and at this time, we found out from Joa that Midora, at this point, it doesn't seem like he can lose to anyone. It seems like he's the strongest, and there's like no one that could beat him in a fair fight. And so what this means is that Midora at this time is probably stronger than Neo's current self until, you know, Neo gets his full power back. So at this time, Midora is probably potentially one of the strongest people at this moment, which we kind of already knew, but this lets us know that most likely he is stronger than Neo at this point until Neo revives completely. So, yeah, it's once again setting up for a potential fight between Midora and Neo. That's what it's doing. I just really hope that Midora doesn't die in a similar fashion as Jirou. I really hope not. After what happened to Dawn Slime and what happened to Jirou, I just hope Midora... Oh my god, please, 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 don't let that happen. Please don't let that happen. I'd be so sad. I'd be so fucking sad. But it's setting up for that. Setting up for that fight, and also the only way that Joe most likely could beat Midora is by playing dirty. He cannot beat him in a fair fight. So yeah, the chapter overall, a very good chapter. Besides my personal feelings, like throwing my personal feelings to the side, it was a good chapter. Execution-wise, fucking solid. So let me know your thoughts in the comments below. You all have a wonderful day or night wherever you live. Please be safe. Chibi out.